Hey, welcome to Cast. I'm Hammy, hope you're well and good. In today's 2-minute deck guide, we're going to be taking a real quick look at a deck by Marine King Eisen, putting together an interesting combo of Priest and Mech, steering away from the usual Priest Undertaker starts. So our 2 minutes for a little preview start now. So, in terms of 2 minutes worth of this deck, as we jump on in, a lot of Priest decks start with the Undertaker Deathrattling start. This is going for something a little bit different. You're keeping control in the early game, using your control cards of a Priest, usually in Shadowwood playing, making some beneficial trades. That 0 cost silence, you want to throw that in and use it to get yourself an advantage, even against a small minion if possible. Using a 0 mana card will let you ramp and get your table under control, as well as disabling your opponent. So important there. The whole theme of this deck is designed with that mana curve to basically out-trade your opponent, which is why I've called it semi-tempo. You're playing threats to counter and match your opponents, making beneficial trades where possible, but making sure that you can hit to the face when it's probably not worth taking one of your opponent's threats out. That very fine line to walk is whether you're going to win or lose with this deck. But basically every turn you're dropping threats, every turn you're making trades. You've got a real strong mech core to this deck. The mech warpers, all of the similar. Don't forget that Shadow Boxer is also a mech, and you can use that for chip damage. Yetis, shredders, upgraded repair bot, sky golem, and then finally the faux reaper as your big old finisher. What this doesn't have the circle of healing Orkanai soul priest clearance combo that a lot of priests use, so you need to make sure you're making good trades with minions. Overpower your enemy every single turn. You want to be making a better and better trade until they don't have removal left when you're throwing down your big mechs at the end of the game. Mulligan strategy against aggro, you're going to be wanting to look to try and get out your low mana cards as soon as possible. Trying to throw out things like turn 1 cleric, buffing it up with shadow, power word shield, getting down your spider tanks and cultists around about turn 3. Mech warpers or shadow boxes. Try and play 2 mechs at the same time when you're getting to this 3-4 mana mark, particularly if you have a coin. So always going to be trying to mulligan for shadow boxer, mech warper, cleric, dark cultist, and early game cards in terms of the spider tank. Lots of different things you can do. You want to be silencing mech warpers and similar against aggressive mages, also clerics against priests, and then in terms of warlocks, there we go for 2 minutes, just to quickly wrap up. So yeah, lots of options. You're going to be following the mana curve, making sure that you make beneficial trades at each stage throughout, and then finally make sure that in the mid to mid-late game you've got some pressure that you can push through with. Your opponent will spend a lot, generally speaking, on trying to control your early game threats. That's why throwing down a cleric turn 1 with this deck isn't too bad. By the time you get to the mid-late game, they're going to be having big problems removing Vol'jin and cards like your Faux Reaper. So by all means do give it a go. Thanks so much for taking a look at that 2-minute deck guide. If you are watching on YouTube, click the top left to see a longer Hearthstone half-hour episode of us going through this deck in more depth, and then also putting it into action in some ladder games. Don't forget to come check us out, twitch.tv/Cast. This is casted live. We go live Monday through Friday in the schedule you can see in the bottom left here. If you're live, youtube.com/Cast. Loads of videos there. Do subscribe, let us know what you think. Last but not least, we'll always tweet when we're going to be streaming on Twitter @Casts. So thank you so much for tuning in. Do like, comment, and similar on YouTube. Let me know what you think in the comment section below, and hopefully see you soon live on a stream. This is Cast, and I've been